All right, checking. We got a. There we go. Hey, there we go. Woo, it's amazing what happens when you get it all turned on. So what's up, everybody? How's everybody doing? Good to see everybody here. What's up, Kalen and J. Paul, Chance, Bud, Night Fury? How you guys doing? Kyle, what's up, man? Yes, well, you're definitely gonna get more explain. And there's big one there from Mr. Campbell Fisher. So thank you there, buddy. Appreciate that. Means a lot. Appreciate that as always, man. Subs are always and please feel free to jump in here right in with the flight. And just plug right on in. It's kind of what we say. Just checking some other things here. Make sure I had some things lined up. All right, what's up there, Gary? Let me throw some shout outs here. Digger with Dave, what's up, man? I don't know what happened. You tell me. Hope you're doing well, man. Alphabet Gaming, what's up? Obeyed Boss, hello, hello, hello. Gary Foley, I think I got you guys. Oscar Iverson, hello, hello, hello to you as well. FaZe, Kalen, let's see, Bud, J. got you guys shouted out. Chance, what's up, man? Hope you're doing well. Nissan for the win. DJ, sounds like ground wire. Yeah, I had to unplug and plug it back in. It's like it kind of half came out, but yeah, we're good. Just up your boy John. Adam Schultz, what's going on, man? Playing ATS and watching me, good man, what's up? And Carl's Computer Hardware, what's up? Colby, Darren, good to see you guys. John Sweet, how are you, man? A random somebody, hello from way in the back of the room, what's up, man? I hope everybody's doing well. Welcome to another X-Plane 11 live stream. I'm really loving this. I hope you guys are. I hope you're learning halfway, learning something, or at least kind of picking up some things that we're doing. I've got something really cool today. I'm really excited about it. I'll kind of go into some of what we have here. We'll do a little bit of flight planning, get everything. It'll be really quick because I think most people enjoy actually getting in the plane and actually doing some flying around. So that's what we'll be doing today. I was hoping it was this. Dimitri, what's up? Hey, and Dimitri, did I see right? Did I see some WestJet liveries from you for the 767? Did I see some stuff on the org from you, bro? I think I did. I ran through and I saw your name and I was like, no way. So I downloaded that one. So next time we're in that plane, we'll shout your livery out there if that was you. Where are we going tonight? Well, it's all down there in the bottom. So DCA. We're actually going to Washington D.C. So we're going to Ronald Reagan International. So home of our American government. So yeah, so it should be cool. What's up there, Michael? How are you, man? Hope you're doing well. Blake Johns, hello, hello, hello. Yeah. Whoa, WestJet. There you go, man. Oh, no problem, man. Jason Hale, what is up, man? Hope you're doing well. All right, so let's shoot, man. Let's just dive right on in. I don't have a huge amount of stuff here. Let's go ahead and do a little pre-flight here while we're at it. So while we're at it, if you're just brand new to the channel, do have a full GOFLIGHT pedestal here working with X-Plane with the Zibo 737. This is the Zibo Mod. This isn't the standard default, as you'll see here shortly anyway. We got an all-pilot landing gear system module here. This is basically acting as our EFIS right here. Then you can see obviously throttles. We've got some switches down here for lights, all that kind of random stuff. Then down on the bottom we've got some engine start panels, so a lot of our fuel on and offs, as well as some cabin lighting, and our engine start knobs and rotaries are all here. And then we've got COM 1 and 2 and then NAV 1 and 2, and in the back I still haven't programmed yet, but we have transponder and all that kind of stuff there in the back. But basically whatever we want to. It's basically just a big fat display panel that we have really just programmed to whatever kind of numbers we want to display in X-Plane. So with that being said, let's hit it. So okay, so in your screen here's our major flight plan here. So we're going to go southwest, which is SWA, and what is our 4419? So we're going to depart out of Charlotte, and then we are going to arrive in KDCA. Whoops, not that one. Reactivate, sure, yeah. All right, so we're going to arrive in DCA. There we go. So Pittsburgh will be our alternate, and we'll be flying the 738, which is 737-800 engine variant. And departing 8C, arriving 101. Although we're probably going to come in the 19s because things are really smooth and really, because I had this really cool approach. I was like, oh, I'm going to have to do that in stream. So let's do 31,000. We'll take 2,000 pounds of cargo. This will be various mail, whatever we're carrying, you know, helping out the old Washington. We'll take some mail to Washington. Take 100 passengers with us. 0 fuel weight. It's actually 91,300, but we'll have to amend this aircraft editor. I just have not done that yet. So the Kilns 3 departure and basically the Caps 2. Oh, wait a minute. Where did there? Oh. Sorry. My bad. Woo. Yeah, mine won't either, Chance. Mine just moves all around. So, you going to the White House, John says. Yes, sir, we are. Go down there and see what's happening. Hey, I heard there's nothing going on up here. Let's make something happen, Captain. All right, so we got that in. All right, the cool thing is here, the OFP layout. Let's move this down to southwest. So we've got 5 pounds of contingency fuel. That's for holds. That's for anything that ATC would ask us to do. Let's throw this up to 1,000 pounds. Detailed nav log, runway analysis, fine, yes, whatever. And most of that stuff is pretty much default every time we load in. So let's go ahead, and there's some cool things I wanted to point out, especially for those that may be already a little bit, advanced with X-Plane. So we'll look at this this OFP here. It's got some pretty cool stuff in here that I want to kind of toss out there as well. Chris, what's up, man? Flew the Charlotte DCA around 7 Yeah, man. I love it. The U.S. I kind of hate U.S. Air's not around here anymore. It's so iconic, and then I see American. And American's fine. You know, it's just like, yeah, I still do miss that. So here's the thing. You'll look here. So Southwest Airlines IFR dispatch release. I love this kind of stuff because it's just like, it's kind of how it is in the real world. It's what they get, a big old stack of papers. So it's got our FMS route there, what we're doing, Charlotte to DCA. You can see our Kilns 3. This is our transitional fix, so this is our little GPS dot that we'll be aiming for. It's got all of our fuel en route burn, which we're not going to really talk too much about that because that really gets crazy. Now, the cool thing is people always ask, and I have been asking the same thing, where do I find all of my takeoff stuff? Where do I find my cruise wins, my wins aloft, everything that I add into the computer? Because typically what happens is I put a lot of stuff in the computer, and I don't really know if it's right. I'm just taking a guess at some point. And so anyway, this is where you get it. So here's a lot of your takeoff, your wins at the moment, your temps, and then your QNH with your altimeters. Your runway conditions are dry. So you've got a lot of these really cool stuff, and what your weights are going to be with carrying the fuel capacity that you'll be carrying as well. Landing or winds are completely calm in DC right now, so that's great. So we're actually going to circle around and do a crazy approach in 737. It should be fun. Whether or not it's whether or not it's frowned upon, we're still going to do it because it's there and it's fun. So yeah. So I don't want to hear it. It's okay. Here's the one thing that's cool. Is the en route wind and temperature summary. So a lot of people kind of get stuck in asking, where can I see cruise altitudes, and where can I put this stuff into the computer, at least to give myself an idea, because there are plenty of places in the computer to put these kinds of things. Depending on what your flight level is, this is where you would look for it. So winds here at all of these fixes and what your cruise is going to be gives you an idea of an average of what your winds are going to be. So right now winds are 300. Out of the 300, that's the degrees of direction at 43 knots in most of these places. And then some is 290 at 52 knots. So if you're kind of looking, descent winds, we kind of know exactly what the winds are going to be blowing as we descend into DC. So here's where it gets cool. I mean, it's got this Southwest Airlines briefing, which gives you all of the CFR Part 117 notice, pilot flight and duty limitations. All this is really cool stuff. And a lot of, I don't know if anybody ever fixed it. Here's the cool thing, those terminal area forecast. These are weather forecasts as well as surface observations in your airport that you're going into. So right now we can see, without having to go to the internet and go, find a METAR available, we can see that the winds, or actually the time, the 10th day at 02:52 Zulu time, the winds are literally calm, nothing out of nothing. 10 square miles or 10 statute miles of visibility, few clouds at 15,000, broken clouds at 22,000, temperatures 2 degrees Celsius, altimeters 30-39. Now the cool thing is that gives you a forecast. You can kind of see as time progresses through each 6-hour span, you can kind of see exactly what is going to be happening in the weather. So you can tell whether or not it's going to be getting worse, or you can tell whether or not it's going to be getting a little bit better. Same way with Charlotte, it also gives you the departure stuff, so you can do it real quick, as well as to see what the weather outlooks are going to be. We can see right now the winds are going to not really change that much, although the clouds will be coming down, and it is going to get a little bit less visibility as tomorrow. Some of these go all the way into tomorrow, so Winds is the prevailing 6 statute miles broken at 3,500 at 4,000. And that's 4,000 feet. That's a lot different than right now. We are now going to be scattered at 15,000 feet. So some kind of a weather system is going to be coming in over DC over the next day. So you get to kind of, expect that at least in this area here, you're going to get some weather, depending on how or where you're flying in. It's just always good to have a spatial recognition of what's going on around you, especially if you're flying. So that's basically that. It's really cool. I just wanted to kind of point that out. I don't know that most people care about it, but yeah. So anyway, I thought that was really cool. So I'm gonna move. Let's see. Actually, let's recenter that just in case, and I'll just hide it like I'll hide it like so. But I do want to grab a few things off of this. And sorry if I jumped out there on stream. Sorry about that, guys. Thank y'all for keeping it going down there. There you go. Drinks are free and tips, super chats are greatly appreciated. I like that, Gary. I like that a lot, man. That's good. All right, let's find our main weights here. 0 extra fuel. So we're going to block in about 12,500 plus. So with 13,500 on the fuel. So we've got some little calculations to do here. Real simple. Whoops, not that one. Oh yeah, by the way, we are in Southwest if anybody wanted to see. Let's do that. There we go. Yeah, there we go. You can take a peek at the plane. The peek at the plane. All right, let's add some weight and balance here. So we're taking 100 and what was that? 110 passengers. So we'll do 110 times 220. 220 is the average weight of the passenger. That's plus minus bags. So we'll say 220, that's 22,000, and then plus 2,000. So we'll say 24,000 is going to be our main payload weight. And that's passengers, luggage, and the 2 extra 1,000 pounds for mail or whatever else random stuff we're carrying. So they're going to block us 15,000. So we're going to put 7,500 in the left tank, and then we're going to put 7,500 in the right tank. And contingency fuel. Wait a minute. What is that? What did that not do? Oh. Okay. All right. So then we're going to put our extra, let's put our extra 2,000 pounds in the center tank. All right. So that way, perfect. All right. So we're about half load. So we're not going to be full on, but yes. All right. So we'll go ahead. I should see down here in the bottom there. Right here is our main fuel display. So we've got 2,000 in the center and 75, 75. So sweet. Kitty caught that with an umbrella. All right. All right. So let's do this. Now I've got a brand new F Mod sounds in for the 738. These things are absolutely fantastic. So a few of these things I've got tied to some buttons here, so we'll be able to access them. But most of them all happen right here. I believe right here. Yeah. So we'll go ahead and we'll open up our doors. I'm going to hear all the passengers coming in here. With some salted peanuts. Hey, what's up, Josh? How are you, man? Well, thank you, man. Appreciate that, Josh. It's a great comment, man. That means a lot, man. Appreciate it. A bartender will take, yes, this is real-time weather, yes. Now, real-time time, no, but real-time weather, yes. All right, so we'll go ahead and get off ground power here. Well, actually, let's go ahead and start putting in our flight plan. So we'll go, we're going KCLT to DCA. So there's Charlotte to KDCA. And flight number is SWA 44, is it 19? I have to keep looking. Yeah, 4419. That's what I gave this one. All right, so performance limitations, cost index of PO2. That's just cost saving measures when it comes to thrust and your climb and cruise. So reserves, I'm gonna put 2,000. We put 2,000 on reserves. Our zero fuel weight, which is ZFW, is 91.3. That stands for 91,300 pounds. That gives us our gross weight, our cruise, and our center of gravity. Then our cruise here is going to be 31,000, so we'll add that in, and then we'll execute. So there we go. N1 limits, outside air temperature is 11 degrees. So we'll put that in there. And that should calculate. There we go. And then I'm going to actually take off on a D-rated takeoff. So we'll take off on a little bit on the slow side. Actually, let's take off there. Yes, let's do that. Perfect. Take off 5 degrees flaps. And I know this default here is 15.8 on our center of gravity. Now here's the cool thing. Here was the runway and the wind I was talking about earlier. So wait a minute. Let's pull this back up. So we're pulling this. There we go. So we're pulling this back up, and you go back down and look. You can see your METARs and everything else that you wanted here. Which is scroll down and find it again. All right, here it is. So METARs right now are 090 at 5 knots. So 090 at 5. So that's going to be what we put here. So 090, and then this is at 005. So we got a dry condition here. I'm not going to really put all the runway slope and heading. I don't have all accessed. I don't think all that right off the bat. So we'll just leave that as is. Then here's all our V1, our rotates, and our V2. These are all the basically all the speeds that we need to use to visualize and calculate being able to take off and do it cleanly. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Now let's go ahead and do our departure in. Our departure, let's see, flight plan wise is the Kilns 3. It'll be the Audi transition, so we'll click that, and we know we're taking off 18 left, so we'll click that and go to legs, activate. I've done this quite a bit of times, so you know, if I'm going fast and flying through, don't worry. All right, so that's in. Now we'll go ahead and put in the arrival. We do know it's going to be the CAPS 2, the waves transition, and I'll leave the approach, but I'm going to go ahead and I think it's the X19Y, but we'll just check and make sure once we get there. But we can go ahead and at least get the arrival in, and then we can put our approach in as we get there. So, and I think somebody, one of the passengers here, just blew a cuss word. That'd be funny if it did. All right, so we'll clear all this stuff here. Make sure all of our stuff. So 31,000 is our climb. The waves at 22,000. We'll double check all those altitudes on our plates. And CAPS stops us off there at 13,000. So as of right now, that is good. Altitude there, and then Munby, Lilac, and then Kiln. So I'm good to go there. Hey, what's up, Zach? How are you, man? Why don't you crest? You know, you know, Dimitri, I didn't know you. I've seen it, man, and I've seen people putting all this stuff out for it. I didn't know you could request it, to be honest with you. I'm still kind of getting into the X-Plane, just what's going on as a community. And I thought it was in a beta, and I just figured that it was given out to the guys that that they chose to give it to, or guys that had signed up earlier in advance. You know, I didn't even plan to do it that way, or you know, I'll just go ahead and, you know, request one. I had no idea you could, man. I know that may sound like a noob comment, but when it comes to community-wise, I mean, X-Plane, I mean, if anybody knows, I mean, X-Plane's just definitely in a world of its own. So when it comes to that, all right. So listen, I am going to try to redo our cabin altitude. I've been studying up on this. So our actual land altitude, or at least right now for what we're on, 750 feet. Our altitude, we're going to go on up to 31,000. It should adjust as we go. Now, I think my one problem last time is I had my engines on continuous rather than having them on auto. So I kind of know at least a little bit more about what I'm doing here. So we'll see if it comes out any better. So, all right, so we'll cut our auxiliary power unit on here. And I am going to go ahead and almost, let's see, wait a minute here. Let this cut up. There she goes. Do you, Dimitri, if you're still in here, do you still just, you know, ask for that, or do you have to request that from them personally, or is that something you can sign up for like in the forums? No, continuous. Auto-inuous. I don't know, auto-inuous. Well, no, last I was talking about last one, Ryan. The last one I did, I had that alarm going off like crazy, and I couldn't figure out what I was missing on the cabin altitude. And I pretty much finally figured it out. So, it was a little, you know, oh boy. I was like, oh, I can't believe I did that. All right, so we'll go ahead and pull an auto bleed there. Go ahead and get off ground power. Get some AC going. All right, so I think as far as I'm concerned, I think we're about ready to take off. I hope everybody's got any questions as well when it comes to where we're going, how far we got. You know, always look up there. All of our stuff going across the top there, it's all going to be actively updating as we go along. So I'll go ahead and switch on over to our actual flight side. And welcome anybody, new members and anybody that's out there. Appreciate you guys showing up here and hanging out with us for a bit. You got questions on the GoFlight stuff, ask me there in cruise. Give us something to talk about if you got questions, or not necessarily a tech support. But outside of that, we can definitely talk about some things. So let's
Flight attendants prepare for departure, cross check and all call, thank you.
Go ahead and get some things going here, and I'm just going to double check and run through everything. Run through a checklist here. We got all of our checklist for the 737 just got uploaded there on the org. A really great checklist, really small. I need to get it in a little small booklet, copy things down. But it's really good, man. What's up, Jason? How are you, man? Better. Flying down. No. Y'all hang on too, man, because I like this part.
Electronic handheld devices may be used, however, they must be switched into airplane mode at this time, and all calls and texts terminated.
All right. So I think they're going to do their announcements. I think. I can tell I get excited about this stuff. All right, so RS, all right, so ABU, all right, pre-flight procedure, yes. And it wants select yes, okay. All right, pushback.
In just a few moments, we'd like you to direct your attention to the video screens located throughout the cabin.
There it is.
For an important safety demonstration on our Boeing 737
Well, good, man.
aircraft, thank you.
Now, the cool thing about these sounds, I'm going to show you here in a minute. Once they start going through their thing, you actually can close the door in the 737, and it does mute and muffles the sound. It's pretty nice.
There are so many places to go in this world, and so many airlines.
So they're playing the video now, so listen to this.
For making the journey with us.
And it's all muted. I love it.
First, please fasten your seatbelt. To fasten your seatbelt, insert the middle.
I love this kind of stuff. Sorry, these things right here, kind of like, yeah, these are my things here. I love this, man. When is Gold Rush coming out for PC4? I have no idea, Carlson. Probably early summer, I would guess. That would be my guess, but we'll see. All right, so let's do this really quick. I'm going to go ahead and kind of mute them up a little bit. Let's pull our charts up here. And just to let you guys know, here's what we're going to do. We're going to be taking off here. If you see my mouse, we're going to be taking north going south. So basically, we'll just go straight up in the air, and then we'll turn left direct to this fix right here. And then from there on, we'll follow this chart all the way back out and all the way up to here. So Aldi. To add Aldi, we'll switch over to a new fix, and then we'll basically be up, and we'll be up in cruise for about 10 minutes, maybe at the best 15, and then we'll start dropping. So it should be a really quick flight, like my flights normally are here online. So that's that one. Pretty simple. This one's very straightforward. Very straightforward. What's up, Andrew? Good to see you, bro. I hope you're doing well, man. All right, so let's get a ground pushback to the right, I believe. Let's drag this puppy in here and let's get a yeah. All right, push cart's on the way. So we got a few things to do inside here before we get done. There's the push cart coming in. We'll turn our bleeds off or our packs off, and that way we can bleed all the air from the APU to start up and turn the engines. APU's on, there we go. All right, pushback engine start when level idle. Okay, so let's go outside, let's check it. Here we go. Hey Luis, field of view is like 73. Oh, well, nice, Luis. Well, yeah, or is it Luis or Lewis? Let me know. Say number 1 for Lewis and number 2 for Luis. Make sure I pronounce your name right. All right, then we'll throw the fuel to it. Man, Jeff Langdon, thank you there, buddy. Appreciate it, man. Luis, all right. Very nice. All right, so there's a clean start on 1. All right, so push cart's going out, so we'll go ahead, flip on over, igniter's on 2, and then we'll go and start 2. And you'll see our engine start valve just opened up here. Got this light programmed for that one. Now once things start spinning up, I usually have to give it about 10 seconds. I know I'm not looking at a direct number, but it's the best way to give you an outside startup. All right, so now we'll throw it. So now this light will come on once we hit up 380 in 1, where engine temperature gets up above 380. That's a stable engine. It stabilizes over at like 420. 400 to 420 is stabilized at idle. So now our start valves will close down, and then we'll have 2 open ends right there. So to seatbelt, no smoking signs, and then we've got 2 cabin lights here, and then all of our other various lights here. So these are taxi lights on, runway ons, and then all our position lights there. So I think, as far as I know, I think we're ready. Now we're in early morning time, by the way, if anybody's asking. So it will continue to get lighter and lighter. So we'll turn both gens on, and we'll bleed from both engines, and then we'll turn our packs back on to auto. And one other thing, I've got those. All right, generators 1. There we go. So auto is on. I'm curious. I think this should close, but this valve should close, and it's not able to close it. So we'll see. Is that Scythe? What's up, man? Yeah, let's see real quick. Let me get you my field of view and tell you what it is. 76. I was 3 off. 76. The main thing, and I even kind of got this off a guy that had left a comment, and I tried it myself. The biggest thing with any of these planes, I think, is to set far enough off of the cockpit that you can see enough that you're not like, that you're not sitting here, because that's not very realistic. So if you got your seat there, if you put your seat where your head would be, you want to kind of see enough of the cockpit, but you want to be sitting high enough that you can see in front of you and not be sitting down behind the panel. So I kind of readjusted mine a little bit. So I guess I kind of shout out to that random commenter that did that. So yeah, because I think it helped out. At least today it's been actually really nice. So I've enjoyed kind of flying around with it. So let's go ahead. I have to do that. And
Fox, this is Captain speaking. We're just final preparation here for departure from the gate. Maintenance is wrapping up one final item that they needed to take care of before we depart. So pretty close to right on schedule today. Should be just a few more minutes. Maintenance to wrap up, hand us our logbook, and we'll be on our way. Thanks for your patience.
All right, so we'll go ahead and turn traffic stuff on. Gary, what's up? Take it sweet. What's up, Foster Farms? How are you, man? All right, so we're pretty much ready to go. So we'll pull flaps on when we get out there to the end. Let's see, before taxi, engine gens on, yes. Propeats on. Go ahead and double check this stuff. Propeats are on, and then we got wing, anti-ice. We won't need air conditioning packs for auto. Isolation valve, yes, is on auto. Pressure select is on auto. APU bleed is off, and then APU is off. Bleed's off, and APU is off. Make sure my Gen 1s are there. Carlos Bastillo, what's up, man? Thanks for the sub. Appreciate it, guys. All right, so there's that. So I think we're good. Now, I got to say, you guys really might want to stick around for our approach into DCA. Winds are calm. We're going to do a crazy right-hand turn right past her. We're going to split the bill between the Washington Monument, the White House, the Washington Monument, the Capitol Building, and Pentagon. We're literally going to cut the buck right in between them and then slide right on into 1-9er. So it's gonna be cool. I saw it. I was like, oh my God, we got to do that for our approach in tonight. All right. So we're going off to 18 left, which will be back here off to our left. Life's in your hands. Oh no, we're good, man, because you're probably sitting, sitting on in a chair in a comfy couch, with the phone or the iPad up. Just be like, yeah, life's in your hands, man. But if it all goes to crap, it'll be okay, man, because I'm just chilling. Alright, so there's 23 and 5, so we'll go up here, and we should be on Mike, so we'll take a left on Mike, and then back up to the 18s. Just in case we get too close, I know we'll have to call for special clearance. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and throw a few things here in our autopilot. So we got, altitude-wise, we're just going to go ahead, I'm going to put 10,000 in. I think our clearance altitude will be 6,000. But since we don't have ATC here, initial heading is going to be 184. Okay. Yeah, Foster, you should not be scared, man. This is cool. This is the cool stuff. This is the safe stuff, man. Alright. Hopefully we won't get a fighter jet escort. And one thing that I do need to check on our way out here. Let's go ahead and let's check our ATIS, and let's just see what X-Plane says as our weather right now. All right, so the ATIS is 32.1, so that's what we're. All right. Alright, it's 32.1, so we'll do 32.1. Alright, so it's saying 3028, so wow, that's up there. Alright, 3028, there we go. Alright, so there's that. Alright, so we'll turn taxi off. Alright, so there's that. Let our flaps extend out all the way. Make sure our trim's good. I'm not sure why she didn't do her little announcement. She usually lets us know verbally what we're close to. You're jonesing. That's a good way. What's up, the Call Me Red? Didn't really enjoyed it. Oh yeah. There you go, the Call Me. There you go, man. Oh, I'm kind of peeved that they. Oh, that sucks, man. It should be talking to me. Oh, I know what happened. Alright, so there goes gear. Just passed out. Come on, man. You're gonna have to toughen up. Alright, there goes 2 wings of flap. I'm still flying out by hand here. I like doing departures by hands if I can all do it. And there goes the last one. Alright, so we'll go ahead and make our turn here right as we get up near the clouds. Alright, so we'll basically get right back on path here. Alright, so we're gonna pull our throttles back a little bit here and level her back out. Hey, what's up, 10-420? What's up, man? Hey, what's up, Split 2 Gaming? How are you, man? Another fellow gold rusher there. Hope you're doing well, bud. Alright, so we'll lock the gear down. And there's 10,000. Let's go ahead, let's bump it on up to 31. So let's do a speed climb from here. We'll do that, then we'll do this. And then we'll level change on that. There we go. And here she goes. Alright, it's 10,000. The lights go off. And let's take it in. Earphone or headphone users, I would say just a 411. Beware, this can be a little bit loud. Woo! Yeah! Woo! Wow! Wow, that was loud. Hey, what's up, Lego? We might want to make sure we know what's up, man. Yeah, they call me Red the gear. It's what they call the landing gear. So, yeah, our wheels, basically. You leave the stove on. You better hope not there, J-Paul. Better hope not. Let's level climb out. I don't know why it got stuck there. I guess I may have double hit the button there. So basically what it's going to do now, it's going to speed up to 260 knots here, and then it's going to climb up to 31,000 feet via that too. So it's going to pitch the nose up and down to match that speed. And that's based out of weather, that's based out of winds. I mean, it calculates and does a lot of that stuff. So pretty cool. It's really cool how the computerized flying is, and it's more of a knowledge of the software and the systems nowadays than it is what you're actually doing. You know, I could have done that whole entire flight without even really knowing, you know, any kind of the old school flying techniques. But if something goes wrong and you lose one of those, then guess what you need to know? You need to know how to do it old school. So so now the autopilot's in total control here, and we're doing it. So yeah, it's good. All right, so let's do a few things here. We've got to do a few cleanup things here as we're taking off here. So our climb's here, landing gear's off, yes, thrust is already adjusted and set. Altimeters are still almost, it should pop it up here. I'm still, I wonder if I can reload Lua. This, I hope this doesn't crash it. Alright, so I guess it maybe did it. And this right here was, yeah, see, I think all this stuff, yeah, so none of these are loading in, so, oh, well, that sucks. Well, okay. Alright, all the sounds for the XP Realistic are really, really, really good, so, and it didn't load those sounds in, so that's why I was going to try to restart Lua. I hate to try to reload all that. It could be dangerous, man. Tina Pampano or Papano or Papano, something like that. So, what's up? How are you? Yeah, it's amazing. It's, yeah, I tell you what, and this is the honest truth. I have, since I was in X-Plane 9. Let me see if I can turn down the outside engines right quick. And I'll tell you that. I'll tell you a little story about FTG. Everybody's like, oh my god. Let's do volumes. Let's see if we don't have an inside or an outside engines. No. Okay. Engine volume from the inside. Alright, let's alright, let's see. I think I can go up here. I'll turn them down just a little bit because they are screaming. Aircraft exterior. Let's bump them just a little bit here. Let's see. I do like the outsides. Okay, there's my mic. Alright. Alright, very cool. Alright, so yeah, basically with me, I've seen a lot of people that do somewhat similar, you know, they'll do somewhat similar, guess what you call, oh, whoops, blew through right there. Let's go, we'll go direct, let's go direct kilns. I forgot to do one thing here. Let's do legs. Let's go direct to kilns. Mod that. There we go. So now we can do LNAV. Now we can set up our vertical nav profile. There we go. All right. Woo! Kind of had me scared a little bit there as we take a peek outside there. So yeah, so I was looking at, you know, setups like this, and there's a lot of other things that, you know, that you can do. This is by far probably the most generic. It's not a you know, it's not a $20,000 sim by any means, but and Abraham Roy Donebian, or wait a minute, Donabedian. Thank you for your subscription. I hope I didn't completely just, you know, myrtleize your name there. But yeah, so I mean, as I started looking through some of these things, it was just one of those. It was a good generic setup, but honestly, since X-Plane 9, I've always wanted to have something like this. It's just the tech and the software wasn't far enough. So thank you there, Tina. Appreciate the sub as always. Welcome to have you, or as I guess the captain should say, welcome aboard to the welcome aboard to the flight here. So yeah, but I mean, you know, I've always wanted something, so I did save up some, and I found a lot of this stuff at a really good sale with GoFlightInc.com. You can, you know, they sell them by the panel, or you can buy them as system sets. Sometimes you get them cheaper. Mine's a custom set. I kind of got them to build it exactly how I wanted it, or at least how I thought it would work. And it's for the most part, it has worked. It's worked out very well, so I can't complain too much. It's finally all working now with 4 planes. We got the 767 from Flight Factor, the 757, 737, and I'm working on the MD-80 right now. So it's pretty exciting. I'm enjoying it. So what's up there, Almindo? How are you? Yeah, the 737. Yes. The 737 is a great one. The good thing about this, for those that maybe or just kind of, you know, kind of toy around with the X-Plane market, is this thing is free. And I saw today a confirmed sighting that the guy that's doing the Zibo, it's doing the 737, once he kind of gets this thing wrapped up to the point of where it's a solid plane, he's actually going to start on the 747, the default one. So they might actually make the 747 inside of the default X-Plane. It actually might make that one really good. So we need another big heavy to fly. As of right now, we just don't really have those big planes. So what's up, Craig? How are you, man? Yeah, I guess in the airplane world, it's Airbus or Boeing. You know, those are your, you know, those are your two go-betweens there. All right, so let's set up here. Once we'll make we only got, let's see, one. Yeah, so is this all updating? Sure is. Good deal. All right, so you can see our headings, our altitudes, ground speeds all at the bottom there, and our time to go. So let's see, what is all that? Let's see, make sure all that says right. So yeah, so 30 minutes left in our flight. We'll be in DC. It'll go by pretty quick. No, it always does. The A380. Yeah, that, yeah. Yeah, Gary. Yeah, people are, oh my God. All right, let's see, which one is it? I think it's this one.
Seatbelt sign is off. Please only move around the cabin when that sign is off. And anytime you receipt, I do request your seatbelt fastened about you regardless of the seatbelt sign. You can navigate with a little closer. Meanwhile, please sit back, relax, enjoy the trip with us.
All right, so we just turned to Smuggin, made our captain announcement. It's pretty cool, right off the bat there. It's nice how, I love how it does that. So we are using the AudioBird XP brand new 1713 release is with. Now we're in the 13, let's see, we're in version 3.23, and there was a big weather update there. So we got 3.23 is where we're at now, and we're using 1713 version, I believe, is what we're using there with the AudioBird XP for those guys that are pretty familiar with X-Plane and know kind of what's going on with these. You finally found the light. Well, good deal there, Gary. All right, so let's do this real quick. Let's kind of, I want to use this time here to set up something really, kind of let you guys in on what our approach is going to look like. Now this is probably not something they would get all the time unless the winds are just definitively, you know, in for this pattern. But we are going to come in on, we got 2 runways of choice really at DCA, and that is, we've got the main one is 19 and 1, runway 19 and runway 1. So let's do, hang on a minute, all my windows went away. There we go. Oh, it's, oh, I see there, Almindo. Oh, no problem, man. I'm always glad when you guys can come in. I understand. I wish I could do videos every single night, but it does require, you know, that I've got to be here, and this has been a lot of work getting this to the point where it's at now. So I'm hopefully that I can, you know, I can do my best, but I'm not as fast with the videos as they used to be. So I understand completely, man. Power Stroke's got the flu. That sucks, man. Well, thanks for coming in there, Sean, as well, you guys. It means a lot.
Traffic.
Where'd he go? He just disappeared off my... Okay. I saw him go... So we got traffic here off our front. Let's see if we can see it. Well, okay, I don't see it. Now, well, let's see if it zoom in. Now, see this right here? That right there is letting us know that we've got a plane that is 6,000 feet above us. We got one right here that's 300 feet below us, and I cannot see him. So that's what I was looking for. Hey, take it there, Diggard. Oh, won't let you sponsor. Oh, it sucks, man. I don't know if that's a Canadian thing. That's weird, man. Is it gonna... Hey, there it is. I was waiting to see if it come in. I would come across as anonymous. There it is. Super chatting. Thank you, man. Appreciate that, Digger with Dave. As always, man. Hey, what's up, Roblox? How are you, man? All right, so I've got something I'm going to roll out with the ATS prospects for the multiplayer stuff and ETS. Yeah, so we still got to finish up our ETS there. And who was it? Someone said, Almindo wondered how the Euro truck's coming on. I guess you're asking when multiplayer is or when we're going to finish up our trip. I kind of wanted to get Gold Rush and X-Plane kind of get them booted out the door here. And then from there on, then we would be able to have some multiplayer with that. With that being said, though, I do have some other things that I'm going to roll out community-wise. I think you guys will be interested in it, and I think it will kind of help, you know, correlate, bring all that together, kind of mask it all together. So we'll see, but I'll have some more info on that here very shortly. Where's the flight attendant? Well, there you go. We'll call her up there for you, bud. Where's Scooter at? He's in there laying down. Man, John, dude, I've got them half done. It just I've been busy, and there's actually, I wanted to do full tutorial videos on this thing. Dude, being able to do that, man, I'm like, I have great ideas when it comes to some of that stuff. Every now and again, it is hard as heck sometimes to make it all happen. And plus, you know, with all this stuff going on, yeah, absolutely, Rob. Yeah, I think that one and the A380, the only ones that get the jumbo status in their call sign. Can you post a link for ATS multiplayer? Do you mean Truckers MP? Is that what you're talking about there, Kalen? Definitely, we can do that, Gary. I think we'll make us a West Coast trip. How about that, man? I think we can do a West Coast trip. Fast seatbelts. Let's see. Sorry about that. Yeah. Thank you guys. Appreciate that. It's good to have low latency. You guys can let me know when I accidentally mute that. It happens from time to time. Flying where the Falcon 9 couldn't reach. Yeah, we ain't going to do it and actually live to tell the story here in the 737. I can assure you that. I usually try to fly where we've got some good scenery. So I'm getting some good scenery there on the West Coast and building that up. I've got some great stuff here in New York, New Jersey, all kinds of crazy stuff. I got some really good scenery there. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. All right, so let me show you here what we're going to be doing here. As long as the winds stay the way they are. Let's pull our charts up here, and that way you guys can see. Is this LDA Y River 19? Sure, I believe it is. Okay. Caps to RNAV. And if you're looking there on the right of your screen there, let me get this to where it fills it up. There we go. Okay, so we're going to be coming in right here at Waves, and then we're going to go all the way, follow these arrows straight into to Smoot or BAM. Now right here is DCA. Now these two prohibited areas right here, P56, these right here, guess what that is? Guess what that little circle is? Anybody? Bueller? 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 It's sweet, yeah. Bueller. Anybody know what the little prohibited area there is? We're going to Washington, D.C. Hey, there he is. What's up with a winter chicken dinner right there? Yes, so that is the White House. So the White House is there. Right here is going to be the Pentagon and the Washington Monument and the Capitol building. So basically the full entire government in a three-prong row there. So what we're going to do is we're going to go and bypass all this right off to the southwest. So once we get up here to PAC, we're going to switch over to this approach. I was looking through this and I saw it and I was like, oh my God, this is going to be awesome. All right, so once we get through PAC, it's going to bring us somewhere right around in this neighborhood vicinity right here. So once we get up here, we're going to make a right turn and follow the Potomac River, basically all the way back in. So once we come in, so we'll pass the White House there on our left. We'll pass the Pentagon. There's the Washington Monument right there. There's the Capitol. And then after that, what we're going to do is we're going to peel off to the left. Instead of coming straight in, this runway is going to be a little bit short. So this is going to be a little bit short. So what I'm thinking is instead of coming in on this offset, what we're going to do is swing around and come in on the long side right here. So we'll be coming in on the 19. So this should be 15. So we'll be lining up right perfectly with 15. So we'll have to break off left and then go straight, follow the corner of the river, and then dive right in the runway right at the end. So it's going to be cool. Normally in a normal ops they would not fly that because that's just a little much. But you know, it's live stream. We're offline, and this is good practice too because it's low altitude and low speed maneuvering. So you will kind of already be in slow flight in the 737 with full flaps and everything ready to kind of rock and roll for a landing. And then all of a sudden at some point, you know, you're going to have to dive off left, keep the speed up, and keep it from stalling, and then land right there on the mat. I did it earlier, and it wasn't too bad, so I'm definitely, focus level is probably going to be, it's going to be huge, like way up there. So I'm looking forward to this. We're going to go ahead and put that one in here, and I'll leave all these pulled up here so that way we can access them later on. Let's see, and that was the LYD, that was the Y runway 19, so the LDA Y are okay. Alright, so we'll leave that there. Pull that back there. So more than halfway, and you can see here, we've got some more aircraft kind of close to us there, although they're quite a few 1,000 feet above us. And then right here, this T/D, that means our top of descent. So we're literally, we're pretty close to our top of descent. And looking at our chart here, let's go ahead and let's get our full arrival in. So we're going to be coming in the Waves transition, and then the X19Y, I believe that's right. Just double check that. Yes, the X19Y, and that will be the cruise transition. We'll go ahead and turn the glide slope on. That'll at least get us started, and then we'll have to peel off this because it's not going to bring us in like an ILS. It's mainly, here's a GPS route that's going to take you straight to the front of the runway, but you're going to have to maneuver to get yourself lined up. That's basically what we're doing in layman's terms. So we'll execute that. Let's go check our legs out. Oops, let's hurry up and get that in.
Traffic.
Let's see where they're at. I don't know where that traffic is. It's like they're there, but it's kind of like they're not there. Some Area 51 level stuff there. Dalen Lord, what's up, man? How are you? Hope you're doing well. Let me just check my charts out here because I want to say Smoot. Let's see, where's our main at Mojo? All right, so Mojo is going to be our main one. So that's 10,000. It's cool. So I'm going to put 10,000 in our descent profile. So once we hit waves, this thing should automatically, and I'll actually, let me get a little closer here to the autopilot and stuff, because this stuff will actually change and move a lot more. So that's why you guys can see this stuff a little bit better. Alright, so right here is going to be our vertical speed. So this will somewhat match what you're seeing there on the bottom, although it will be a lot more once we get to the top of descent. Then this is your altitude right here. So it's 10,000 feet is what we're going to set it to. That's going to be our target goal. This is your heading. And then this is your speed and Mach. Right now we're at 0.78 Mach. 1.0 Mach is the sound barrier. So we're 75% to the sound barrier in the plane right now. This is your auto throttle arm and your flight director arm. So we've got both of those locked and, well, not locked and loaded, but they're there. Okay. Alright, so weather's pretty calm, at least right now it's pretty clear. Alright, so a few other things. Let's just double check and run through everything. So here's our legs page. Waves here is going to be at flight level 220, that's right. You'll see that there, 17,000. So basically what these are is letting us know exactly what altitude and the speed at which each one of these points we're going to hit. So if you're thinking about, you know, if you're on Google Maps, you're riding down the road, it tells you at exit, you know, let's say at exit 145, you better be at 65 miles an hour and exiting right. Then you better be at 25 miles an hour and turning left. Those kinds of things. That's what it's telling me. You know, for those that are, you know, not aviation minded here, and you're just kind of hanging and trying to learn a few things. And it looks like our cabin altitude worked this time. So my whole trick was keeping this on auto instead of continuous flight. And I believe last time I had left the valve open in the manual side. So things are actually working now the way they should be. Altitude was right, so yay. All right. Oh, Dalen just got done playing some Farm Sim with Seasons on Xbox. I hear you, man. Hey, what's up, Shine Runner? Things are good, man. Things are good. Yeah, y'all are too mean, man. Y'all are too mean. Too mean. Alright, so we're getting really close here to our top of descent. So that's going to be very, very, very close. We should see things automatically start going. So once things start, that's when things start getting a little bit busier. Is when we finally break out of this. So good. Alright, so we did our cruise, and so descent procedure, fasten seatbelts, turn those back on. Why do I not get them? Get chimes. There it goes. Alright, so
We are on our descent. Seatbelt signs going to be back up for our arrival. If you're up and about, please to return your seats and fasten your seatbelts. Still showing well ahead of schedule. Thanks again for telling me you have a nice week. Have you on air here very shortly.
alright. So I think everything's set. So now we see what we got. We're starting to decelerate. Now if you're looking on our main, we call this our primary flight display. This little pink line's coming down. This is our vertical navigation profile. So that's telling us exactly vertically and the crosshairs. So the lateral bar is telling us, you know, how high or low we are. And then the one that's like this is telling us whether or not we're left or right. So now we'll follow this pink line with all these little points up through here. So now we've got our vertical profiles plugged in. And then even here on our main computer, flight management system here, flight management computer I should say, it does tell us how many miles we are to waves, what our target speed is. We want to be at 290 knots or 280 knots at flight level 220, and that's 22,000 feet. So you can see now, right here, vertical speed right here is starting to go down. So it's actually matching these numbers together, which is really, really, really cool to see. I like that. It's a nice little touch. I didn't really realize it would do that. So. And you'll see things, you know, kind of, they'll put friendly reminders here, like on the decel. This is our deceleration point. So once we get there, it will decelerate us back into Mach 66 or switch us over to, they'll probably switch us back over to knots airspeed. Rush to the labs. No. Oh God, we're landing. I gotta go take a poop. Oh, that's good, man. I'm not gonna make it, man. It's gonna take 20 minutes. Got the turtle heads poking out. I gotta go. Alright, so let's look at our initial descent here. Procedures. Fasten seatbelt signs, yes. Landing altitude. I actually know that that is 15 feet. I believe. 12. Let's see, let me look here. 12 feet. So we'll barely, we'll just put that at 50. There you go. How about that? Alright. Engine start switch. Okay, that was in continuous. And then runway turn off lights off. Landing lights. And we're not quite there yet. So we won't turn the landing lights on until 10,000 feet. Still got a little ways for that. Now, chat. Let's not get into 9/11 conspiracy theories now. So that's a slippery slope, man. That's a slippery slope. All right. All right. Pretty much it. It's pretty much now what we're doing is just we're very gracefully falling. Now, if it looks really hazy, that's because it is. It's very, very, very hazy. Let's return to the outside and see what's happening. So this ought to be interesting to say the least, because we should, you know, I mean, at some point within reason, it won't be a total. Oh, there it went. It updated. I'm not going to complain for a visual here. I won't do that. Yeah, and it may update again. Sometimes as you go through different layers, it will update. And it's fine with me. It's not going to matter either way it does. It's not going to matter to me. All right. We're fixing to make a pretty good size left turn here. So this is going to take us main You'll see the Potomac River is going to be coming in here very shortly. You'll see a lot of the shadowing here. You'll see a lot of the shadowing on the ground. That's all from the clouds in the sky and the Lewis script that I'm running here. Just superb. I need to really get on the bullet here and get on the gun and so to speak, and get reshade installed in. No Swifty air logo, no. Absolutely no Swifty in there. I'll let y'all joke around with me on Swifty, but I got too many years of experience on doing these sims to be a Swifty in the air. Hey, what's up, gamer? Yeah, thanks there, gamer mom. Appreciate it. Look at there, you just brightened the room there, just coming right in there. I appreciate that, gamer mom. I hope all the fam is doing well. Hope everyone's healthy and not sick. Where's the countess at? Oh man, y'all would never let me live it down if I wore my white button up with my epsilons on my shoulders. Y'all would never let me do that. I'd be like, oh my god, this dude's serious. Hey, what's up, Gamer Dan? How are you, man? Farming sim, no. No. I don't play GTA. I used to, but I don't play it anymore, not for live stream. It just gets demonetized, and I have absolutely no base to watch me play GTA. And I don't really want one, honestly. Never was all that great at it. I know, Gary. I know, man. Alright, so you can see it coming into frame right now. Let's see if I can zoom in a little bit here. Yeah, it's right there. That is the Potomac right there. So that's the river that we'll kind of be we'll be following back up once we start getting down here to the nitty-gritty altitudes. All right, let's pull up our charts here. Now, what I can do, I didn't even think about this, but I can access this right here. This will give you guys a visual of where I'm at. It should. Oh, make sure the sim. Oh, I need to update that plugin then, I guess. Okay, no problem. All right, so let's just look at the hard way there. So bully. So we are. If you guys are looking here with me. All right, so right here is where we're at. So it says we're going to be at 16,000 to 13,000. So that's what will be. 13,000 is if you're landing from south to north, and then 16,000 altitudes if you're landing obviously north to south, because they're going to give you a little bit so that you can descend once you get up here. So let's go back through our legs here. Let's make sure I don't have any funkiness going on. So I got a vector here. I'm going to cut the vector. No. So let's go cruise. Let's skip that one. Put it out of the way. And double check everything else. DCA. Alright, so that's good. Alright. And I guess just for further info, if you wanted to land south to north, you would hit Hoyas, go over to Hall, come down to Katrin, and then they'll put you right in here to the ones. So what we're going to do is we're going to hop to the left, and we're going to hop, skip, and jump over Washington, come back around the north end, make a loop around, and then come right in here by the Washington Monument, White House, all of that right there on our left side, and then land into the 19. So should be a nice, fun, and hopefully halfway eventful little landing. We'll see. Alright, so we got this down. That's it's okay. Alright, so altimeter wise, we need to get back on altimeter. Let's tune in our ATIS, and that'll give us our weather there. So 3265, 3265 down here. Alright, so 3039. Alright, so there's that. And let's go ahead and put in our stuff here. We've got our, make sure. All right, we got a little ways. We'll wait and do that a little bit later. We got a little bit. We'll add in all of our final approach courses and all that good stuff. Keep it coming. Well, that's pretty much all you do, Walter. But I'm just not that good at it. What's up, Dark Sun? How are you, man? Good to see you guys, and good to see all you sponsors in here, especially, man. You guys are awesome. And welcome anybody else here that's kind of come in here, that's just hanging out and chilling out with us here, just you know, taking in the scenery here as we fly into Washington, fixing to get up close to the Potomac here. I think we're gonna cross over, then it snakes back right through the middle there. So. Yeah, cool stuff, cool scenery. This is, I couldn't even pronounce it, but this is the Washington Airports XP on the org. If anybody's watching here or watching in later and wants to find out what scenery we're flying in on, that's what it is. Oh, good, man. Good. So welcome all you guys here to the chat and to the channel. If you got, especially if you are here on chat, feel free to go ahead and throw something up here. Plug into the conversation if you want to. Just be constructive with whatever it is. I don't really deal too well with troll comments. They're just pointless. They're not going to get you anything here. So just come in and you know, be somebody and just plug into the channel. Great group of guys here in chat as well, and super welcoming to any of the new guys out there. So welcome if you are here. Don't forget, if you do enjoy what you see, hit that sub button. We already had some subs roll in today as well, so appreciate you guys. And also some donations there. I've got all the donations listed in the description. And what YouTube and the others percentage-wise they break down. So some people like to give a little bit more than say $5, but if you do, you kind of see where some of that money goes to. Some of it's to me, some of it's you know, elsewhere. So yeah, so it's all good. So thanks guys for everything, appreciate it as well. So we're here on final here to Washington DCA. You can see our METAR rolling across there on the bottom. So winds are 020 at 3 knots, 10 square miles or 10 statute miles of visibility. Few clouds at 22,000 feet, which we are seeing them now. Temperature is 1, dew point is 03, and altimeter is 3041. And our remarks, it's a particular, this is just a particular style of weather station there. So it's got basically all of our changes over, our wind changeovers, and any kind of other things that have changed over the past hour. That's 10th day at 0452 Zulu. So that's 5 hours away from me. Hey, what's up, KD? How are you, man? Jacob, what's up? How are you? Hope you guys are doing well. Fly through these little soupy clouds here, and then we'll be back kind of in the low haze. You know, could be scripts that could be throwing the weather off like this. But yeah, it's not a big deal. It'll kind of clear up as we get a little closer down to the ground. Yeah, there it goes. Sometimes it's like the way X-Plane will draw it. It's a really, really, really fine like limit, and then you get right in that little 50-foot realm, and once you drop out of the 50-foot, then it pops out. So, all right. So let's see. We're going to 7,000. Will be our next one, and that is going to be at Smoot. Is that right? Yes, Smoot. Is that? All right. Very good. Very good. You can see here our vertical speed profile is there, is still kind of keeping us right where we're at. We've slowed down to 240 knots is where it's going to keep us. Now we're at 10,000, so we'll go ahead and throw our landing lights on. Seat belts, all that stuff is on. Gear's still up and locked. Speed brakes are up. I want to see the outside. All right. That's really a great view. That looks really good. All right, so here comes the Washington. It's off in the distance. It's like right over here. And here's the Potomac. Thought I had 2 more. I guess I must have lost them. I didn't save them. All right. Let me hop in here and make sure we're going down like we're supposed to here. All right, so looks like, I'm just going to zoom in here. All right, so you can see right here, Mojo, so that's 10,000 feet. So after we pass Mojo, our next one is right here is Smoot. Now we're going to be following the pink line. The blue line is the hold procedure. If you do not land, you can gas it, and that's where they'll ask you to hold. So you can hold at a particular fix, so that's where it is. So once we pass Mojo here, we'll be back up and going down to 10,000, and they'll be right here at Smoot. And you can see we're really right up here. We got literally 19 nautical miles to go, 4 minutes to go. So we're you know, we're getting down. We're getting down there. Yeah, we're not going down. Not that far. Hey, what's up, Spencer? Biohazard. What chair? Dude, I got this off of Amazon. I don't even know what the, honestly, I don't even know what the brand was on this. I won't say it's a no-name, but it's one of the more midline price. It's not like a DX racer or nothing. But it's pretty good. I mean, I've liked it. It's just white. Honestly, if you look for the white and black ones there on Amazon like this, they're about like the $120 range or something like that. That's what it is. And it's a good chair. It's a good chair. It's a good roller chair too. It rolls really nice. What's up, William Heron? How are you, man? Well, now listen, man. Y'all don't worry about being a while, man. Like I say, man. I'm always glad for you guys to come back. It's better for you to leave and come back than leave and not come back at all. First snow tomorrow. Awesome there, J. Paul. Man, I wish we'd get some snow, man. We get nothing. Yeah, absolutely, bud. Here's one of those another haze layers. I think this just gets caught up with the it just gets caught up in there. I don't know why it does this. Today's been the only day that it's really been bad like this. I'm doing good, man. Well, doggone there, Miller. About time to hit the sack, man. Yeah, y'all got more snow than we got, man, in North Carolina. Y'all got more in Georgia. It's like, what? What is this? What is this sorcery? All right, so we're making our final, not our final, but we're making our main turn here. So we're going to be getting down to 7,000 here at Smoot, and then you'll see DCA will be right there in our crosshairs. Let's see, we're actually passing. Let's see. I think whether or not we passed it, I don't think we did. Oh yeah, not yet. It's still in front of us. A snow flight? You certainly can, Dylan. You just have to go to where there is snow. Yeah, that's a little bit of a loaded question with X-Plane. You do have to have the winter textures, but I mean, you can simulate, landing. It's not like you've got snow blowing everywhere. The water landings are the best ones, though. Water landings are incredible in X-Plane. I plan on doing a Canadian Rockies up near Vancouver, doing some Alaska, springtime Alaska, where we can move into a lot of seaports, those kinds of things. I am looking forward to doing some of that kind of stuff. All right, so I know my next step down via our chart here is going to be 3,000. So let's go ahead, let's get a few things in. Let's see. All right, so reactivate VNAV. So there she goes. All right, good deal. You can see vertical speed went all the way down, so it's trying to catch us up there. So I'm gonna go ahead and put 109.99 is our LDA. So this is not really a localizer. This is more or less thinking like this is a GPS rope that we're going to follow in. That's going to lead us into the front corner, and then we're going to take a visual into the 19, which is going to be a really awesome approach. So I'm going to hit 109.9 in nav 1 and 2, and then make sure our approach courses are set to 147. And that is going to get us into runway 19. So looking at this chart, what we're going to do is come up here to cruise at 3,000. Then we're going to, basically it's going to shuck us right in here. Now the Pentagon is going to be right here in these three building sets. So once we get to the Pentagon, you can make a dive off to the left. You can follow the river around and then come right in on the 19th, which is what we're going to do, because that's just a really challenging and a really cool approach. Probably not given all out that many times, but it's quite okay. It's going to be fun. So there you go. So that's what we're going to do. We could come in the 15s, but that'd be too easy. And like it says here, it does say an offset localizer. So, you know, think about it as, you know, if you're kind of coming in this way, you're going to be coming in at an angle instead of, you know, straight on. So it should be nice. Fingers crossed. Everything goes off without a hitch. 109.90, 109.90, and nav 1 and 2. Approach courses are both at 147 here. Speed is still being controlled by the vertical navigation. Oh, good. We just got out of the haze layer. All right, so there's Washington over there. So there's the Pentagon. And there's Washington Monument. There's the Capitol right there. There's the National Mall of Thomas Jefferson, the Jefferson Memorial, and DCA back over there on the front side. So that's cool stuff. What's excavators? What's up, man? Oh yeah, no problem there, William. We will be. By the way, we're going to be rolling some Gold Rush tomorrow night. Tomorrow night's going to be a busy night for me, so it'll work best to be doing some Gold Rush. I won't have quite as much prep work like I do here in X-Plane. So yes, we'll be rolling some Gold Rush tomorrow. So come on back out and hang out for that, man. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and activate heading select, and we're just gonna kind of go roll past a little bit here once we get. Actually, you know what? Let's just keep it here for right now. Let's at least go past this fix, and then once there it goes. Now it'll kick over here. And Hunter, thank you for arriving here right on time. He's like, heck yeah, right on time. All right, let me, I'm going to back the cam up just a little bit here so we can get all of it here. All right, so now, right now, I'm going to go ahead and split back off here. We're going to turn back off, and I'm going to fly basically vertically or parallel with this fix, and then we'll make a right turn and then a right turn and hopefully join up with it. So. Hey, what's up, Scott? I have no idea, man. No idea whether or not St. Helens is going to blow. I hope not. It might be a little bit bad. Hey, what's up, Hunter? How are you, bud? All right, so there's that. Taxi. All right, so all those are in. You're down there. Okay. So I think only thing left really is set up our anti-brakes, but we'll do that on the min. All right, so we'll go through landing procedure, flaps, landing position, yes. Oh, I did what we need to do. Speed brakes are not armed yet. We're not quite there. Approach, ILS course set into both. Course select, yes. Altimeters set 3039. Speed bugs. So here we go. This is what we need to do. So we need to set 30 degrees flaps is what I'm going to come in on. So we've got a 103,000 pound plane. We're 10,000 worth of fuel. So we're going to click on that. Double click it. So flaps 30, 125 with a 5 knot correction. Now there she goes. So now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to spin us around. Hopefully. We'll spin us around right back into our flight path. Really, yeah, I know you can, you boy. I know you can, man. No, Streamlabs for everything, Miller. They're like the only thing to use now. Don't waste your time doing anything else, bro. Just go to streamlabs.com and just start researching, start looking through YouTube videos, all of that, man. Don't even waste your time with anybody else. There's really not too much else on the market that'll do it, but they will. All right, so let's make sure approach refs. So VREFs all in. 125 is going to be our target speed. Flaps 30. All right, so we're going to turn our VOR localizer. So this is going to catch whenever we should see it catch. All right, so it did. So if you're looking right here, it says VOR loc. So that means it is locked on to the localizer when it's green. So our VNAV is still on, VOR localizer, and we really need to get down. So I'm going to go ahead and set our approach in.
As we go.
All right, so you're seeing right there the seeing the Potomac. Always like these mid-morning flights. So all right, so that's just should. There it goes. All right, now we're good. Now we're cooking. So it'll line us up this way, so it'll intersect us on the 45. Can you have a shout out? I've already given you 2. So welcome, man. All you got to do, man, for a shout out is just come and hang out, dude. That's all you got to do. Just have, you know, somewhat decent things to say in chat, and yeah, we'll shout you out and give you all the stuff you need, man. It ain't always about a shout out. I'm all about community here. It's all about community, man. So just feel free to come on and then just plug in with us, man. Just talk. Got something to say and got a comment about something, feel free to throw it in there, man. It is all good, bro. All right, so we've got, let's load in real quick here. So there we go. So there's our main. So you can see it's fixing to, if you're looking over here, here's our main primary flight display. So we've got, here's our course. DME, we're 12 miles out, somewhat of an ILS. Here is our glide slope right here. So we're still a little bit underneath that. And here is our localizer. So glide slope is on, wind correction is on. So as you can see, way out there. So there is our runway, way out there, 12 miles away. So we will basically pass right over the Pentagon, or right beside it. You'll see the monument and the White House and the Capitol building on the left. And then, yeah, and then it's go time. Then it's go time. All right, so I'm going to pull it out of VNAV. So there's a glide slope. So let's go ahead and start slowing this puppy down. Hey, what's up, Joe? Man, it's good to see you, dude. Don't be sorry about the absence, man. We're just glad you're around, man. I hope you're doing well. I hope you got a good Christmas. All that good stuff, man. Please tell me to have a real pilot's license. I do. Do I use it anymore? No. That's another story for another day. Yes, I do have a pilot's license. Alright, so we're not quite out. Once we hit this last fix here, we're going to dive to the left. We'll go down the river, down by the river, and then we will come in the 19s, which is not where we're at, not where we're lined up to. Alright, VOR localizer. There's our terrain maps coming in. Boy, I hope this goes well. This could be bad. Legit air. There you go, man. Oh, well, that's good, Joe. Glad to hear, man. Hey, what's up, Jaden? How are you, man? Hope you're doing well. All right, so right over these buildings, you'll see the Pentagon
1,000.
is right there.
1,000.
All right.
1,000 feet stabilized.
Hey, what's up, James the Gamer? Just do a little sightseeing here. So you'll see the Jefferson Memorial here on our left. Don't know if you'll see the White House, but you'll see the monument and the National Mall. There's Jefferson there. There's the Washington Monument, and the Capitol will be on past that. So there you go. Woo! Wow, I can't believe I got all that in. All right. All right, here's our runway coming in. God, sucks having a mouse. Yeah, woo! Not too bad, not too bad, not too bad. Could have been a little better, but that's okay. It wasn't.
Safety, please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened until the aircraft has come to a complete stop and the seatbelt sign has been switched off. Before leaving the aircraft, please ensure that you have all your personal belongings with you. Customers requiring boarding passes for the onward connections are requested to coordinate with the ground staff. Customers holding onward boarding passes are advised to check the flight information display for gate assignment information.
All right. All right. Never gets old. That's always fun. All right. So let's see. Yes, they do. They'll read out, I don't know, some of them have a, you can shut off, I believe in most of them, you can shut off the 2500, but they're optional. But pretty much 1000 all the way down to Airbuses have the guy at the end, you know, it's like the iconic, you know, retard. But that just means slow, and I'm not sure what language, but retard means to slow. Maybe that's, is that, it's a Greek? No. Anyway, doesn't matter. But yes, but they do. Nice landing and good night. There you go, man. Hey, what's up, Alyssa? Well, thank you. Our day has been good. I hope yours has been as well. Go ahead there, lay it on me there, James. Wasn't scared for a second. Oh, what's up, K. Gary? Oh man, well it'll go live, man. Just the last like 15 minutes, dude, is really good. Really cool approach here in the DC. And I was even able to give you guys a little bit of a sight scenery tour on final. I mean, dude, hey, y'all can't complain with that. That's a jam up right there. All right, so let's so here is Washington. Now this is the airport. This is the one, the Washington Airport's XP, is which one this is. It's actually really good. The only thing I don't like is not really so much of the automatic gates and stuff in it, as I would love to see some of those be pulled in as well. But yeah. All right, so we'll get us into a gate here. All right, so cleaned up the airplane. Let's do after landing speed brakes down, yes. Reversers, stow, probe heat. All right, we'll go ahead and throw some of these things on. Probe heat off. Then what else we got? Probe heat, wing anti-ice is off, yes. Landing lights off, yes. Taxi lights are on. All right, taxi lights are on. Engine start, switches auto. Auto brake is off. Flaps retract, yes. TCAS standby. Weather radar off and APU on. All right, so let's cut our APU on. There we go. Oh, thank you there, Almendo. Appreciate it, man. Good to see you, dude. Good to see you, everybody. All right. Trying to find one here that's not a like a tall one. They do this, you know, pretty legit. Although some of these are not. They're not animated. And some of these are like your bigger international flights that'll come in. So most of your regular stuff's gonna be over here. So let's just jetty over here to our next terminal, and we'll pop in over here. Go ahead and do an out of the do an out of the plane shutdown here. Actually, is really cool. Thank you there, Zach. Appreciate it, man. All right, so here's the main terminal. Terminal, I believe this is B and C over at Washington, or I should say Ronald Reagan International. What's up, Pro Vibes? Yeah, I got a question. Sure, man. Hey, what's up, Jake? Well, it will go live here right after the stream, so you'll be able to catch the last like hour. So please feel free to go back and rewind it, and you catch up on the last 20-25 minutes are actually really good. All right, so here's stand 1. So let's go ahead and let's figure out where we're going here. I guess we'll go here to. Yeah, USA. Well, this is I think a few years old on the scenery, so that's probably why it's got US Airways stuff here. It's got even a United plane, although both those airlines have both closed down. You know, go figure. All right, let's do this. Let's see where our line is. Oh, there it is. Very sensitive. There she goes. It'll be a little bit off center, but all right, so we'll lock her down there. And we'll go ahead and let's see there, shut down APU gen. Let's go ahead and turn our let's go ahead and turn this stuff on first. Alright, so we'll turn that on. And we'll turn APU bleed on there. And there we go. Alright, and we'll go ahead and there's our main fuel here, so we'll go ahead and click that off. I should start the shutdown procedure on engine 2. There it goes. Alright, let's
Prepare for arrival and cross-check, thank you.
Alright, so we'll do that. Then we'll cut our window heats off. Passengers are getting off. Engines are going down. Let's cut our fuel pumps off now that they're free and clear. APU gens are still up. Alright, there we go. Absolutely do have bird strikes. They do. Hey, what's up, Matt? How are you, man? All right, guys. Hey, Armando. Nice, man. Well, thanks. Yeah. Yeah, I know. For whatever reason, this plane, it's not light on the front end, but it's the steering. I just put the nose wheel to the steering wheel instead, just because when I'm doing it, I've got my I've got this easy brake up here because I hadn't needed an extra couple of switches here. Especially if I needed that brake, if I'm just using this to do push to talk, those kinds of things. So when I do it, yeah, it just, this one's really sensitive when the nose wheel steer is actually up here on the yoke. So, so yeah, that's why I was like that. So, but yeah, dude, I know, I know. All right, so that's good. So really, all in that, we go ahead and cut standby powers. Whoops, standby power off, and go ahead and cut the battery off. There he goes. Back to the dark. You would never shut it down that far, but yeah, so that's cool. Yes, and Pro Vibes, come back and holler. Come back and holler to me whenever we do some ATS, man. I'll be glad to help you out. Generally, it's a mod you've got in there. I'll just go ahead and tell you that it's not anything else. It is a mod. So depending on how many you've got, you need to start signaling out whichever one it is that is giving you the issue. Just delete it or take it out of your mod manager and then start it up again and figure out which one is giving you the problem. So it's a process. I know it sucks, but it's just the process. So thanks, guys. Thanks for arriving safely here on the river approach here. Whenever, yeah, it's really cool. So I'm glad you guys were here for the Washington D.C. river approach. It was a very good flight, very non-eventful, and even had a fairly halfway decent landing. It was a little hard on the backside, but you know, we need to get down. I don't want to stretch it out any further. So, so yes, so I'm happy with that. So there it goes. Everything shut down. All the passengers are finally out. So yes, it's good to see you. So yes, we will do multiplayer ATS. I've got an announcement kind of coming here, probably within the next, I would say within maybe possibly this weekend, but definitely. By the beginning of next week, it's going to be a nice announcement that is going to allow us to do all of that stuff a little bit better. But I'll be rolling that out here very, very, very shortly. So you guys stay tuned, and we'll have a multiplayer for that as well as ETS, ATS. I mean, all of the above, and we'll make it happen. So, all right, there, Def. Off to work. Well, I am off to chill out here and off to get some sleep myself. So awesome to see everybody tonight as well. You guys are awesome. Thanks for coming in and hanging out with us. Absolutely, Miller. Absolutely, man. We'll make it happen. We'll do us another flight. Tomorrow is going to be Gold Rush, though. So today is the 10th. That is going to be January 10th. That is a Wednesday night. We'll be rolling some Gold Rush tomorrow. We've got to do some clean outs and some other stuff like that. So yes, the later there, Dark. Have a good one, man. K Gary, have a good one, bud. And after this updates, man, it should immediately go back into the live slot there, or to the uploaded. So you can go check it out and watch like the last 20 or 25 minutes or so, how much ever you want to, and check out our final there, our clear cut. So anyway, that's it, guys, for me. I will see you all hopefully here in the next one tomorrow night as well. Gold Rush coming back at you. We'll see you tomorrow, guys. Peace out. Life is a journey. Travel it well.